Hello YouTube, JDMon 2005 here with the review of the S.H.Figuarts Apollo Geist. That's right, folks. Apollo Geist is here now. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. So we have here's our standard Showa Rider box. We can see Apollo Geist here. Bandai Collector Shop logo. He is an exclusive. We see the Apollo Geist name. Right down the side. The name down there, Apollo Geist. And then the show logo for Kamen Rider X. That's right. So all you people who are new to the whole Kamen Rider thing, and you've only seen the last few years, are going, wait, Apollo Geist was in Decade. He looked slightly different. Yeah, he did. But he was not new for Decade. Just the suit was new. He was a villain for Kamen Rider X before he was in Decade. We see the name up there, Apollo Geist. Name on the side with his picture. Name on this side. On the back, we see just that, him fighting X. Got his shield and his gun. Him up here posing like a boss, up close for some reason. And then him just kind of standing there chill, like, yeah, I'm gonna go fuck. He actually said it like that too. I heard him. So let's take him out. He comes with 4 hands, the giant bladed shields. That's so cool. I love that. And the gun, which, I mean, look at that. You can't beat that gun. And then his badass self. Alright, so let's get him out. Knock his hands around. Alright, so I seriously just had to remove the head like he's like goddamn Piccolo or something, and take the cape off to get the plastic off. So let's set him down. I said let's set him down, and then you stand. There we go. And I look at his accessories. Take a look at his accessories. I look at like I'm by myself here. I'm gonna look at him by myself. You guys just stare at the figure. So here's his gun. All right, let's focus on the gun. There we go. Look at that. You can see the detailings on it. All right, let's get this piece back here. You can rest your arm, or rest it on his arm, like we saw on the front of the box. Right, pretty nice, pretty badass. Right, double barrel shotgun right there. I had to go redneck for a second. Sorry. Then you get this badass shield out. There we go. I mean, this is the kind of weapon a boss uses, right? You don't just tote one of these around without having the intention of just murdering someone with it. Look at that. That is nice. Of course, the back obviously not as detailed, or not really. I mean, it's detailed properly, just not as ornate and elaborate as the front. Let's look at him. Right, we see the helmet. The helmet really is where your main difference, from what I remember, from Decade version is to this guy. Right, but you do still have the sweeping back, right? And he's got he's got the Boba Fett look. He basically is. He looks like Boba Fett, which is part of why he's awesome. You got the cape, right? It's flowing cape. It's a little more bendy than we saw with, the Zodiarts or who the hell else had a cape recently? I don't remember anymore. I honestly don't. But I know someone else had a cape and it was hard as hell. Pissed me off. I ranted about it. Anyway, so his chest design, and then the belt, right, with the big wheel on it, and you can see the design that goes all the way around. Right, it is behind the cape. I just don't know. Well, I could lift the cape up. There we go. Right, so it does go all the way around, and then turn it back, and then his legs. Right, this is your standard Showa Rider body, right, that we've been doing since Ichigo. All of our Showa era figure arts have had the same mold. Articulation, his head, his arms, right? Nothing's being hindered by this cloak, this cape, which is awesome because capes are awesome. Right? Why'd you buy him? He has a cape. That's actual logic if you're Shuken Shinobi. I should buy this because it has a cape. Okay, let's do it. So that's not a lie, folks. That's actual truth. You can ask him. And let's get the weapons in his hands. So we're going to get gun holding hand for the right hand, this shield holding hand for the left hand. Let's go ahead and change hands. Do 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 do. And his hands are changed. I don't know why I made the noise. So let's go ahead, bend his arm, get the gun in there. Do 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 do. All right, and you can see it will rest right there in the elbow. And it's its support, because if you've, and I've never shot a shotgun, but if you know anything about large weapons like that, there's some recoil to them. So that's going to, it's going to brace his arm. And then this right here, all right, this shield, we are going to want to put it in his hand. That was weird, that piece of plastic popped. Put it in his hand as best we can. So let's try and get that in there. Okay, what you have to do is take the shield, and I use my pinky for this because I have large man hands and large fingers. You may actually, if you have, your fingers are too big, because I think mine actually almost was, and I'm not that big or anything. But just pop out the center, and it slides right out. Put the handle in his hand like so, and then you're just going to slide it back in like that, and it snaps, and now it's in his hand, which is pretty, it's a pretty good way to do it. Pretty effective. So let's raise the gun up, and let's get him in like in this shooting type pose. Let's raise the shield a little. Why? Cause like showing it off. Like, this is the last thing you're gonna see before you die, is my badass self. So it's okay. Let's take a look at him. That's real nice. I approve of this figure. I honestly do. I'm not an authority on Showa riders by any means. I've never watched any of them, to be honest. Don't know when I'll get around to watching any of them. Don't know much about them, but I do know a little bit, and I definitely like this figure. If you are a big fan of the Showa riders, I can definitely recommend getting this. If you like X, you get a nice villain for X Rider that you saw on the back of the box. You can pose them together, clashing, epic battle, and you can get some pretty good effects with that, with X's, his big staff and everything, and that's pretty neat. And it's got that cool weapons. I love his weapons so much, and his design. He does have that Boba Fett design about him, especially the helmet and everything. And the figure came out real nice, really well detailed all around. So definitely recommend it if you like villain figures, if you like X or Showa Riders or Showa Arrow, whatever. So until next time, check out the podcast, RidersRangersRambles.com, bringing you the latest Toku news in the craziest way possible. As always, thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.